if you're walking around at the beach, you don't have to be like crunching down to show abs. AdventFit is a podcast that has a holistic approach to physical, spiritual, and mental well-being. In each episode, we share productive ways to live a healthier and happier lifestyle. Unlike other podcasts in this space, AdventFit gives you a comprehensive approach to fitness without the fluff for the everyday Christian. Today, we're not AdventFit, we're AbFit. Because we're talking about abs today, body fat percentage, as well as ab workouts.
Yes.
Now, a lot of people think that if you do ab workouts, it's going to lower your body fat percentage.
Because you don't really, if you have a high body fat percentage, doing ab workouts is basically useless. You'll have great abs underneath all that fat, so it's pointless.
Can't see, invisible abs.
Invisible abs.
So if you want to lower your body fat percentage, you have to do either a better diet or extreme amount of cardio. The best thing to do is to do some cardio, but focus more on your health.
Because extreme amount of cardio is not the best for just losing. You can lose lots of muscle as well. You want to keep your muscle because muscle burns fat. You want your muscle.
Yeah. So there are different ways that people measure their body fat. That people use water displacement, air pressure, X-rays, and bioelectrical waves and all that stuff. People do all types of things like the Renfo, which is pure trash.
What do you mean pure trash? I got when you have all these things. Okay.
All these things.
Renfo sponsor us.
All these things are basically have the pros and cons. Like all these, like the water displacement, air pressure, X-rays, super expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
Super expensive, and nobody has time for that.
Mm-hmm. Ain't nobody got time for that.
The bioelectrical stuff is
it biological impedance is what it's called.
The thing is that those things have such are not like if you had a bigger meal that day and stuff like that, or if you took your measurements on a different time of day, all that could affect it. So it fluctuates. The results are very fluctuating. What I use is the caliper, and I talk more about how to take your body fat percentage.
You talk
using
more about
a caliper
that in this episode?
No, in the previous episode when we talked about measurements. So make sure to check that out if you want to know the exact way to take your body fat percentage using a caliper.
And what's the episode called?
Measurements.
Okay.
Measurements. That's the topic, at least. All right. The reason why body fat percentage is a big thing is because fat is 3 times bigger than muscle. Some people even say that it's 5 times bigger than muscle.
It's bigger, but muscle weighs more.
Well,
muscle weighs more.
No, what I'm saying is 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat are 2 different sizes.
So that's why you can look.
That's why I said fat is sometimes could be 5 times bigger. Than your 1 pound of muscle.
So that's interesting though. It's bigger, but it weighs
smaller.
Less. Yes. Fat is bigger. You're saying right, but fat weighs less than muscle.
Exactly.
Yes.
So 1 pound of fat versus 1 pound of muscle are going to be 2 different sizes.
Yeah.
So one person that's 150 pounds of muscle is going to be slimmer than somebody that's 150 pounds of fat.
Yes.
Now, obviously, nobody's 150 pounds of fat only because you have bones, you have organs, you have muscles. You can't have no muscles. But what I'm saying is that the more muscle you have, the smaller you and more compact you're going to be. And that's what you really want because you want that physique look there.
I had a personal trainer for a little bit, and then he pushed my legs down. I kicked them back up, and he pushed them down. That's a great workout. I do crunches occasionally, but planks are one of the greatest ab workouts. Not even focusing on your abs are great ab workouts. Like squats, deadlifts, those are great for your abs, and those don't only target your abs. Those compound workouts.
Doing simple like crunches where you focus on your abs, so like don't just move up and down without any intention. You gotta focus on your core, that the core is creating the movement. And so doing simple crunches like that, or sit-ups, or put your legs on top of your bed and use it as a place to do a sit-up, and the bed will already have your legs in a good position.
But the best time to focus on your abs and your abs only is when you have not eaten anything. So the first thing in the morning, fasted. That's the best time to work on your abs. So when I do ab workouts,
or you can be squishing around all that food.
Well, yeah, so it's best before you eat anything or anything else, you do your ab workouts. So I do my ab workouts the first thing in the morning. So I have my morning routine, then I have my ab workouts. I do the
windshield wipers.
Yeah, windshield wipers for the legs. I do Russian twist. I do a lot of things for the ab workouts. But I did it recently. Before I only did compound workouts.
And I would say that it's good if you could stretch out your abs when you do the workout. For instance, like if you use a physio ball. So if I'm on that physio ball and I'm stretching out my back and therefore stretching out my abs, when I do the crunch, I'm not coming from a neutral position. I'm going from an extended position, which creates more of a pull. Because if I do crunches starting from a neutral position, then basically to show my abs off, I would have to basically always be crunching down. But if I'm starting off an extended position and I'm coming in, then by the time I'm moving into the center, the normal neutral spot, the abs are already contracted. And that's what you want there. So therefore, if you're walking around at the beach, you don't have to be like crunching down to show abs. But again, remember, you have to get your body fat percentage low to begin with.
Of course.
I would also suggest that if you really want to be serious about your ab workouts, you need to start incorporating some weights there. So I like to do sit-ups, like decline sit-ups using dumbbells. So I'll hold on to dumbbells as I'm doing my sit-ups.
Yeah, but important note again is get your body fat percentage down first. If your body fat percentage is not down, don't worry about that right now. Just worry about exercising and getting your body fat percentage down.
But the reason why I mentioned about the weights is because every other muscle group, you use some level of weight as resistance. But if you're only using your body weight, then you're limiting yourself in terms of how much muscle you can build there. But get the body fat percentage low, have heavy weights to be able to do ab workouts, and you'll see some great results. And so let us know how your journey is going at AdventFit.org. You can find my social media accounts at WayneJamel.com.
And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Mr. Woke. That's WHOKE.
And until next time, I'm Wayne Jamel.
And I'm C. Jeffrey White. And the C is for crunches. And we'll see you next week, folks.
If you enjoyed this episode, why don't you click the like button?
And the notification bell.
Ding!
And if you really liked it, please share this episode with someone close to you.
But before you do that, subscribe to AdventFit.
Exactly.